Four signs that she is down to sleep with you. Man, guys, we gotta get this game, man. You know, most guys don't know that women actually have two languages, and it's crazy. And it's funny how I always tell you about logic and her emotions and everything like that. And remember, I've always told you that a woman is never just going to give you the combination code to get in between her legs. But I never said that she wouldn't give you the piece of paper to unlock that combination code. You know, every woman has two languages, and the two are basically what she says and what she means. And a lot of guys out here, usually they just hear the first one because a lot of guys are just so caught up into the outer extremity of the woman, they never take a moment to look at what she is on the inside. And women are rarely going to tell you what they really, really want. And sometimes they like to put you through all kind of sexual tests because, as I told you before, once you get past trust, emotional trust, and the sexual trust, that is what is going to create sexual safety and the basis of what we're going to be talking about today. And when they speak through a certain kind of a tone, and it's like timing, it's tension, it is her eroticism coming out, the nasty side of her. And for many guys out there, they're always second guessing what the woman is actually saying because they don't take the time to see what's actually going on. So what we're going to be doing, and we're going to talk down today, is basically things that she is going to say to you when she's down, but not only when she's down, but also how you should respond to it, because a lot of guys just don't realize there's certain scenarios where women are going to talk to you. But before we say all of this, and not tell you that I've been doing this for over 3 decades and everything like that, I'm from the 1900s and everything, I'm not going to tell you about all that. Let's get into something that I'm the only one that's got to push to you guys and no one else is talking about. And that is, good Lord, I'm getting cold, man. And that is, not only does action equal truth, but no matter what a woman is doing, we always want to put her in action, okay? That's going to be the rule of everything we're going to be talking about, and especially today, and the game that we talk about for you guys out here. And I think for many guys out there, they kind of slip up and they forget that a lot of women out here, sometimes they're going to tell you things, but sometimes because you guys don't know how to read between the lines, and it's cool that I'm going to show you some things that women are going to say to you to actually read between the line and actually get this done. Number one thing that a lot of women say, and I love when they say this, it's so funny. They'll say something like, well, if you think that, you know what, hey, look, if you think I'm going to sleep with you, you know, tonight or anything like that on this date, you have another thing coming. Man, come on, man. Guys, I love when women say things like that, man. Let's keep it a buck, okay, guys? You know what? The first time a woman says that to a lot of guys out there, they actually panic because they want to sleep with the woman, but in their minds, they feel like the woman is saying, well, you can't have me. So what'll happen is they'll start to panic because they actually want to sleep with her, but they feel all depressed, like, damn, she's like kind of shut me down before we even get this stuff started. And that's not the case when it comes to the game. A lot of guys, when a woman comes at them that way, you know, hey, if you think we're going to do anything tonight, you got the wrong kind of woman, and they'll like back up and get all nervous. They, oh, no, I wasn't even thinking about that. No, It's right in that moment when you back up, you lose power and you turn her off. Because see, what a lot of guys don't understand, women want to see what kind of man you are at the end of the day. And the thing is, she's not actually rejecting you. She's just seeing what kind of composure you have under pressure. And she wants to know that, okay, look, maybe I want to sleep with you, but I won't. I remember the first girl I ever French kissed. Her name was Shannon. I remember the first girl I French kissed. And I was eating some peanut butter crackers. And me and this girl, like, I don't know where we ended up. I don't know. She's like, hey, come with me for a second or something like that. We go to the bleach or something. She's like, listen, you know what? I don't know if you think I'm going to kiss you or anything like that, you have another thing coming. And I'm like, all right. And you know, then she leans in. Like, have you ever French kissed a girl? It's either a kiss or French. I don't remember, so long ago, but we kissed. That was like I remember my first kiss. We all remember our first kiss. This is my first French kiss. But the reason why I'm telling you is because what she said then holds true today. You know, I'm not going to do this with you. And if you think I'm that kind of girl going to do this, you've got another thing coming. And we cannot believe the BS, okay? See, the thing is, sometimes a woman is going to test your composure, okay? She wants to see, guess what? If that the line she draws in the sand is going to actually throw you off your game. And here's the thing when that happens to all you guys out here. You actually have two choices. You can either defend yourself, which is going to make you feel guilty because you know you want to have sex with her, but you might feel guilty about that. Or you stay cool, calm, and collected and stand on your square. And this is how you play. You say, hold on, and you look at her in her eyes and everything. Say, hey, look, wait. Wait a second, wait. First off, because this is I always love to say, guys, this is how y'all should be talking to these women. First off, who said I've ever wanted to fuck you in the first place? Well, isn't that why you have me here? No. I think you got it wrong. I think you got all this wrong. I think you miscalculated who I am. You see, from the first moment I met you, I was offering you my dick and saying to you that, listen, I'm not here to fuck you. You got me all wrong. I think you got me mistaken for all the other guys out there. I'm not here to fuck you. I'm here to show you why you want to get on this dick. And to be honest with you, and you might not want to admit it, from the first moment we started talking and interacting, I've already been undressing you. And that's why you're here right now, because part of you wants to give me that pussy right now. Another part of you is saying, man, I don't want to give him the pussy because I don't want to get caught up. And guys, I am telling you, I am that arrogant. I will say some things like that. That is why when a woman is always challenging you, you've got to give her some arrogant ass pushback. You cannot sit there and get scared and get nervous and say, oh my God, no, I didn't mean it that way. No, what I really meant was this. No, we don't do that as men. I'm always going to give pushback, guys. This is what I'm saying, man. At the end of the day, I'm not begging for all that. But you know what? I want to make sure that she understands who I am, okay? And when you talk that yak to her like that, a lot of y'all guys think women are going to get offended by you. No, she's not going to get offended. They love that kind of banter between two people, especially when you know what you're doing. And see, that little pushback right there creates sexual tension. And that sexual tension creates a sexual attraction in which things don't happen. And then he'll come in and say, oh, you can't handle me, and you know, I'll put it on you. And then they'll start talking about all this sex stuff, and then after a while, I mean, this is even like, isn't like fucking, I won't go to junior high, I won't talk about that. I'll talk about those days a different time. I'll move up to high school, but this is when they start asking you about favorite positions. Do you like that? I mean, they'll ask you, do you like dome, and how do you like it? And then when it's crazy, they'll start explaining you, telling how good they give top. And, you know, I can give that top shelf, you know what I mean? You know, I'm really good at sucking and all that other stuff. They will then start talking a lot of yak to you when they feel sexually safe around you. So just remember, guys, a little bit of pushback is not a bad thing. As long as she keeps teasing, I want you guys just to double down on what you are and don't allow what she's saying to throw you off your square. Because a lot of guys get thrown off with this situation because they never thought in a million years that they could have that opportunity. But a woman wants to know, can you handle this kind of pressure? I'll throw it on you and I'll give it to you, but I need to know, in her mind, she's saying, I need to know that you have your stuff together. And if you got your stuff together, you're actually going to win in this. And that's the beautiful thing about the game. That's why I always tell you guys out here, don't even sweat that. Because she's going to sit around and say, oh, you're funny and all this other stuff. Oh, you're crazy and all this other stuff. And what is so crazy is sometimes even in the conversation, they would say things like, hey, you know what? You can't handle this. You can't handle me. You know what? You know, a lot of guys can't handle how I throw it on them. You know what? Because they think what is between their legs is special, right? And when a woman thinks what is between her legs is special, they're going to start talking that kind of yak. And these are one of the oldest lines in the game, guys. All right. She's going to throw that out like a challenge to you, but what she's actually doing is that she's baiting your ego. And I've always said to you guys out there, some of y'all are so busy trying to look at the bait, you're not looking at the hook that the bait is actually attached to. Most guys take the bait, okay? And then what they start doing, and don't do this, don't ever talk about your dick and what you can do. Now see, I talk to you and we have these conversations. I try to show you that big dick energy. But I'm a very humble guy. I never ever talk about what I can do. Because I know if I can get you to go ahead and invite me in, not only am I going to make that pussy wet, I'm going to make you come. Or I'll make you play with that pussy. But the thing is, where guys go wrong, is they're like, yeah, girl, you can't handle this dick. You can't handle this dick. And then she's going to be like, well, let me see it. And then she's going to try to get you on a dick pic. And don't do that, okay? What I'm saying is that for a lot of you guys out there, you should not be like everybody out here feeling that you have to actually prove something to a woman. And if you do that, you're going to sound like every other guy out there begging for pussy. And see, guys, I don't want you to beg for the pussy, okay? I want you to kind of flip the power dynamic. And the only way you're going to flip that power dynamic is, listen, you have nothing to prove, okay? You don't need to argue. And you say, you know what, okay, look, let's stop talking about it. Action. Hey, look, I'm free later on tonight. Why don't you come through? Let's see what's up. Let's see what you got. That's it. That's it. That's it. Gentlemen, don't get into a debate with a statement that a woman is making. Always say at the end of the day that, look, okay, look, this is what you want to do. It's cool. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and knock it out. All right. So let's get together later on tonight or whatever like that. And but see what I like to do, what I love to do. You see, I don't rush getting the pussy. What I love to do so much is I love to set up more of a masturbation moment between her and I, where she and I are sitting back chilling, and she's talking all that shit. And you know, she will start to mention she likes toys or masturbate. She'll give you some kind of idea what she likes to do. But when she does that, I want you guys to realize when a woman does that, it's at that point and say, okay, cool. You know what? Hey, look, what I want you to do is I want you to relax yourself later on, and I'm gonna call you later on, and we're gonna talk. And you know, I want you to have no panties on. I want you to be in a t-shirt. I want you to get relaxed, and let me show you what this dick can do, right? Because it's not just the dick between your legs, gentlemen. It's the one here as well. And that's the beauty of the game when you have the game locked down. You don't have to worry about trying to get a woman to try to open her legs for you. Once I got her mind open, it's already a wrap, because I have her mind open. She's open to it, okay? And when she says things like, you can't handle me, okay? All right. You can easily back off, because a woman tells me that you can't handle this, well, you'll be surprised what I can and can't handle. And this is what I always like to do, guys. I always told you the shower thing that I give y'all for free. You know, I always like to give them a sample of what it's like when you take a shower. You know, go in the shower, turn out the lights, the music, and the loofah, like I always teach you guys, and do the shower thing to give her a sample of what it's going to be like. And it draws out a curiosity where she's going to want more. And then when she wants more, that's when I let her know, okay, look, you know, let me know when you're relaxed and comfortable. I'll call you. Here's the rules of the game. I don't want you to have any panties on. I want you to relax yourself, and I'm going to put you in your ear. And let me talk to that pussy a little bit and see if you can come. I want to hear you come. Before I even give you this dick, I want to hear you come. And they were like, ooh. And that's, gentlemen, that's what I'm saying to you guys out here. So when a woman ever says to you something like, you can't handle me or something like that, you have the power to not only reply back to her, but you have the power to sway the whole entire conversation. And that's what I want all you guys to do. The last thing I want for you guys, I don't want you guys getting caught up in the hoopla. I mean, a lot of people get caught up because they get so excited that they don't know what to do next, and then they get all caught up and like, oh my God, what am I going to say? What am I going to do next? So that's how we handle it. That's how we handle if a woman says you can't handle me. You got to make sure they're going to throw a lot of things your way. Oh man, guys, what about this one, man? Let's talk about this one, man. What about when she gives you that late night text message? Like, what are you doing? What are you up to? Man, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. This is why I always tell you guys, action is always the most important thing. Fuck around and call me late at night and ask me what I'm doing. I'm gonna know it's not what I'm doing. Listen to that, watch this. I will reply to her, no, this is not about what I'm doing. This is about what we're going to do right now. Question mark, question mark. What are you talking about? Oh, you asked me what I'm doing? No, I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to do. But it's not what I'm gonna do, it's what we're going to do. And what I want you to do, again, I know you're in your panties right now in a t-shirt, and I know you're relaxing, and you're thinking about me, and you're fidgeting, and I know you want that pussy played with, so let's go ahead and play. Oh, you're so nasty. Well, okay, well, let me do this. And some will do this, guys. Some won't just open their legs up and start playing with themselves. They have to get themselves in a moment. And some women are going to say, well, okay, well, look, let me do this real quick. Let me go ahead and do A, B, and C, okay? And I'll call you right back, okay? All right, just get back at me. And you're like, you know, guys, you talk to her like you got this under control. And the thing is, when they ask you what you're doing and all this, okay, so many of guys have seen that pop up around midnight, and it's short, it's vague, it's harmless, and most guys don't even understand. She's not checking on your health, okay? She's seeing if you are awake and if you are available and if you're thinking about her. Am I on your mind? And if I'm not on your mind, I want to be on your mind. Because, okay, gentlemen, this is a beautiful thing to understand. Now, when a woman reaches out to you, it is in that moment her focus is on you. Whether it is 1 minute or 5 minutes, whatever, she's actually thinking about you. So why wouldn't I take advantage of that situation? And when she's asked what I'm doing, hey, look, man, I'm not gonna sit there and have a chit chat with her. It's late at night. It's time for us to do some things that adults like to do, and it's not what I'm doing. It's what we're about to do. And she's like, what do you mean? And then say, hey, and now listen to me. It works. Listen to me. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. There are women that's gonna say to me, what are you doing? And I'm gonna say, well, it's not about what I'm doing, it's about what we're gonna do. Sounds like you want me to go ahead and play with that pussy. And they're like, oh, Steve, stop. Now, some will say no because some might be on their period. Or some will say no because I don't want to do that because how I feel about you. And if I do that, I'm going to start caring about you. And I say, hey, and then listen. Well, I'm fine. You have a good night. Boom. Well, why are you leaving? Well, because I don't want to waste time. I don't have time sitting around here chit-chatting. I've always said, if you want to chit-chat with somebody, find that sucker you want to chit-chat with. But if you calling me at this time, you saying, Steve, look, I got something I need to itch, and I got to scratch. I got an itch I need to have scratched, and I need you to go ahead and do it. And so I'm going to go ahead and scratch that itch, and I'm going to go ahead and holler at you, and we're going to get you to play with that pussy. But remember, guys, not every woman is going to say yes, but she is going to know, and this is the best part about it. Even if she says no the first time, it doesn't mean she's going to say no the second time, because you just set the precedence. She knows anytime she reaches out to you and says, what are you doing? She knows what you mean now. And then once she knows what you mean now, guys, it is at that moment where she knows that, all right, look, I know if I ask this guy what he's doing, he's going to talk about me getting my pussy together. He's going to get me to play my pussy. So I've got to get myself prepared for that. And they will do that, guys. They'll get themselves prepared for it. And that's why I'm telling you guys, even if you say it the first time and she says no or gets offended, pretty soon she's going to hit you back up again. Because she wants to make sure, and this is the most important thing, she wants to make sure without a shadow of a doubt, are you that person that was so bold, so sexually arrogant, so sexually dominant that you actually meant what you said? Or was this just a fluff? Was this just a blimp in the universe of just you saying something to say it? So sometimes she's gonna hit you up and say, look, You know, she might say, you know, she might not say what you're doing late at night. She might turn around and say, hey, you know what? You shouldn't talk to me that way when I reach out to you. That's not manly. Gentlemen, she knows what the deal is. And this is why I'm telling you, when a woman tries to give you correction, when it comes to that, what do you think is on her mind? And y'all guys, don't fall for the bait that's attached to the hook. What you need to tell her is, look, I'm standing on what I'm saying. I see that you're calling me back. I just want to know one thing. Are your panties off? Or are you ready to slide them to the side so I can get you to play with your pussy? Because that's the conversation. That's it, guys. That doesn't make you weird. That doesn't make you creepy. Because she's calling you back off of what you said. Because what you said was so dominating and so fascinating. It made her want to know more about you. And she's like, who are you? Like, what are you doing and what are you saying? She's like, oh my God, I can't believe that. I can't believe you would say something like that. And then that's what they would tell you. You know what? Look, listen, you know, it's getting late. I'm trying to get some rest. You know, we'll do this tomorrow or something. I'm not always going to say that she's going to want to do it, but you have set the precedence of what's going to happen to a point where if she keeps calling you up several times doing the same thing and not playing with her pussy, then it's up to you to take the lead and say, listen, I don't want you calling me anymore. Well, why are you saying that? Well, because you're wasting my time. What do you mean you're wasting your time? Well, because listen, I know you want me to play with your pussy. And I get it. Right now, you're a little nervous. And right now you feel like if you open yourself up to me that way, that you're giving me a piece of yourself, number one, but you're going to feel something for me. And I get it. But I'm not here to hurt you. And that's how you got to ease your mind. Because once you can ease your mind, that's going to be the thing that's going to make her say, yeah, you know what? All right, well, let's go ahead and get this out the way. Let me see what you got. And that's beautiful. And number 4, guys, all right? All right? Guys, listen, man. When you talking that shit and you talking that yak, they're always going to be curious about you. Now, this is how it's going to start, guys. Okay, so they'll start with your skin, your eyes, your smile, if you have a dimple, your lips. Well, for me, it's the cologne, because I always teach y'all guys to set up cologne where she can smell you and everything. But they want to know about the experience, and sometimes this is a very sneaky one that she does. Okay, she'll say something to you like, "What is the craziest thing that you've ever done before?" And it's like she's kind of gauging how nasty you are. But see, this is what I love to say to them. If a woman ever asks me, like, hey, what is the craziest thing that you've ever done before? And I'm going to let her know. This is not about the craziest thing that I've ever done before. It's the craziest things that you and I are about to get into and do. Oh my God, what are you talking about? Oh, well, this is what's going to happen. And again, that's what I always tell her. What I want you to do, this is where I give her the samples. I have so many choices at this point. I can give her the sample of the shower. I can give her a sample of the cologne. I can send her a masturbation audio to give her a sample of that to see what it's like. I can have her play with herself late at night. But she wants to know about the experience. But the experience is not me penetrating your hole. It's putting your mind in the experience to actually feel what I'm talking about. So when a woman that is really wanting to know about you in the bed and know your skills, the greatest skill that you can show a woman is if you can make her play with her pussy, make her pussy wet, and make her pussy come off of your words. Oh, it just changes the dynamic of everything. And when you tell her some of the things that you like to do, or you do that, she'll probably ask you, do you ever say this to every woman? And the thing is, I don't need to say it to every woman, because every woman that I'm with is going to have a different experience of me. All my experiences are never the same with women, and that's the beautiful thing about the game right there. I never look at my world as an experience as far as doing the same thing as a one-trick pony. Because what I have to learn about is the woman and what she likes, what turns her on, and what actually gets her off. Once I know what turns her on, what she likes, and what gets her off, is at that point that it gives me more wiggle room to tap into her source. Because a lot of women, they want to see what they want to do, and most guys miss this, is that they want to actually tell you about how nasty they can be, how they like to suck dick, and they like to rim the dick, and they like to swallow, or they like to gargle your balls, and they like to say all that stuff. It's just they're looking for a green light to make sure that I can talk to you any old kind of way where you don't judge me or look down at me for being sexually safe with you. So that's one thing, guys, you have to remember. When a woman asks, gentlemen, bold questions like that, she's already thinking about you in a sexual way. She just hasn't admitted it yet. And her mind and her pussy, remember the logic is saying, you're not my type. But the emotion is saying, man, we've got to taste this mother, but we got to see what it's like. What is it like to be with you? What is it like to have you one time? What is it like for you to penetrate me? And guys, this is what really, really fucks them up, is when I get them to play. This is why I love to give them the sample of me to what it's like. Because if I can make that pussy purr without putting my hands on her, and this is part of the game we always talk about, touching her without touching her. And when you can touch her without touching her, that's when she gets really caught up into the dick. And this suitable dominance that you have, this is not about arrogance. This is about you showing her that you're cool, collected, you're not bothered by anything, and you're laid back. You're not worried about what's going on and what's going to happen, okay? And the thing is that you're showing her, I've been here before, I know what I'm doing, and your pussy and everything that you have, you're safe with me, and that's what I love, okay? So at the end of the day, here's the truth, man. Always remember, sexual attraction is never going to be built on any kind of logic, especially what's between her ears. It is always going to be built on, guys, really built on moments that she is going to have with you. Because most women don't have moments with men the way that we're talking about. Most women don't have sexual experiences with most people where they want to let themselves go, their bodies go, and say you can have me every which way. Or, you know what, there are things I haven't experienced, and this is for all my master the bedroom people. This is where they're fucked, because the more I learn about her, the more I'm going to flip her ass upside down and inside out, where I can be arrogant enough to warn her that, you know what, I don't know if you want to fuck with me that way, okay? So anytime, all right, if she says anything of these four things, now you're equipped in what you need to do, and you don't have to sit around and worry anymore, okay? Always stay composed, always know that you're there, but it's very important that you read between the lines and not allow a woman to think that she actually has you. These women don't have you. It's all about how you move in these moments. You want to create memories, you want to create moments. And the only way you create the memory and create the moment is how you stand on things as a man. And that's what we're telling you, okay? And at the end of the day, man, I'm never going to chase words. I'm going to read her sexual energy. I'm going to listen between the lines. And I'm just going to make sure that I trust what's felt has more work or has more weight on what is spoken. And if you can move that way, guys, you are going to lock this in. So guys, I want to know you guys out there. Tell me in the chat, have you ever been in that situation with a woman where it's late at night or they say things like you that I asked, and what did you do about it? Guys, this is going to be the end of the video, but not the end of our discussion, gentlemen. I want you guys to go ahead and soak up this game, guys. Like, subscribe, share. Go to the Man Mindset, get the coaching, or ask for your pathway if you're ready to start the process of the game. But if not, relax. Just listen to us live. We're live shows and everything where you can chop it up with me one-on-one, and I speak the game off the top of my dome. So guys, I got you covered, man, and I really do appreciate you. And if you enjoy this video, man, you're gonna love this video that you see right here. Go ahead and soak that game up, watch it, soak it up, because it's very important to the game. Thank you.